Well, we have over here our courageous dancers who try to give you the best show of the week. Back there, and we have our sound and light team who do their very best to give you the best experience possible. We three will do the judging, Mats, Spencer and Akibulf. And yes, most likely that's everything. Oh no, one more thing. Those dancers are leeches. They feed off your energy. So the more you give them, they will be able to give you back. So let's hear what you're able to get. Yeah, I think that's some pretty good energy. So, without further ado, I think I'll give it on to Aki and we will start.
Yeah, all right. Our first contestant is Jack, and Jack, he's a Wolf Husky hybrid, and the interesting thing is that he's a total beginner on the dance floor, so this will be actually the first time he dances in a suit. He claims that he wants to do two styles mainly, and one of them he calls après-ski. And I'm really, really curious to see how après-ski dancing looks like. I don't know about you, but let's hear it from you for Jack.
Gleis 3, Einfahrt des Intercity nach
Golden Leaves Con.
Abfahrt.
Right here, right now.
Bei Fragen wenden Sie sich bitte an unser Zugpersonal. Das steht Ihnen gerne zur Verfügung.
En ik geef je wat toe van de tegel, het hier en verreden hier. Kijk, Ali, baby, nee, versieren. Jij doet mee op jouw manier. Waarom zou ik jou versieren? Ik laat jou je kontje pieren. Brandbaar is wat in mijn vrienden is er. Ik doe de dansen op die idee, onbeschonden op die dieven. Rampenieren onder vloer en ik geef geen ene moe, want dit is Ali. Met tussen, en party's falling, party's falling, party's falling, party's falling. Die voeten in die handen, mensen moeten lekker dansen. Op die voeten en gaan stampen, dat is goed voor wetverbanden. Aerobiek met aerobiek, misschien krijg ik van mensen die Fatima op terrorist, zolang ze man dinero zijn.
Well, that was something. Well, at least we now know how après-ski dancing works. You had some really nice moves. You had few sequences where you went a little bit repetitive. Nonetheless, you had a pretty good repertoire. And yeah, I think you did a really good job. I liked it.
I really loved how creative you used the song and the space around for moving like the husky way with the tail. That was really nice, and also like how you used your feet, like that was pretty nice, like really moving. Yeah, it was pretty good. Thanks.
All right. Thank you very much, Jack. We're going to take a short break and write down the points you've heard with us. You'll know about them later. No peeking at our sheets. And yeah, Jack. All right. Our next contestant is going to be Bingo. And Bingo is a husky roux opossum mix. Please do not ask me how 1% opossum get in between a husky and a roux. But I know for a fact that this is going to be quite a wild ride, because he claims his style is freestyle, totally crazy, shuffle. And I've seen the faces of those who have heard into the music he brought with us. He brought with him to us, and they were like, And I'm really, really curious to see what is going out of this, because he is actually dancing for 5 years now, so he is actually quite experienced, and he just likes to move, and since he likes to move, he likes to move it. So let's please give it up for Bingo.
Oh my God, I never saw such an interesting and creative start, and so dramatic and unusual. It was really interesting. Also, like how you did the ending was also pretty nice and cool. And like your isolated cheek moves was pretty good and precisely. I liked it.
Yeah, this was fun. I mean, I actually had to laugh a couple of times during that performance, and that is always a good sign, because if you can make translate humor into dance, that's excellent. The yipping at the beginning was just, I mean, perfect, because I just could hear it in my ears, just music, yip 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 yip, arf 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 arf. Nice. Thank you very much, Bingo. I enjoyed this greatly. Please give it up for Bingo once more. All right. Are you finished writing down your points? Excellent. In that case, let's move swiftly on to our next contestant, who is Howdy. And Howdy is a form of greeting in the US, but it's also a wolf, rather impressive specimen with some red in his black fur, very nice. He's going to do some contemporary dances with a little bit of swing. He's been practicing to dance and dancing for a year, and he considers it part of this performance as a fursuiter. So he integrates performing as a suitor together with dance and expresses his wolfishness through his moves. So please, a round of applause for Howdy the Wolf.
Do up and do up shoot, be do be do up and do up and do up shoot, be do be do up and do up and do up shoot, be do be do up and do up and do up shoot, be do be do up and all night long. She made me catch it all night long. Well, it's been such a long day. I'm kinda tired, bring 'em soothing arms my way. My back is aching, my body's sore. Don't stop, honey, you know that I want more. She give me gotcha all night long. She give me gotcha all night long. Do up and do up shoot, be do be do up and do up and do up shoot, be do be do up and do up and do up shoot, be do be do up and do up and do up shoot, be do be do up. I went on down to the old place. He had such a big look on his face. I said, hey babe, where'd you get those eyes? He met a girl that could hypnotize. She gives me gotcha all night long. She gives me gotcha all night long.
Howdy, thank you. I think it's fair to say that you've got a honky-tonk badonkadonk. That work with your hips there was excellent. I mean, this was entirely erotic, and using the tail in that way you did is really making me quite hot under my collar. And yeah, I think you could have used the space a little bit more. You've got pretty stationary, but otherwise, very nice performance. Thank you very much.
Yeah, mostly. I think I would agree most with what Aki just said. You had really nice, fluent movement with your bodies, but you did a lot of poses. I would like to see a bit more technical moves from you. I think you had the potential, so do that.
Yes, thank you. That was Howdy. Please find a round of applause for Howdy, and then we're going to move on. We have a shadow wolf who's called Donnie, who's going to perform for us. And Donnie has been dancing for 2 years, and he basically is dancing because he likes to move. Which is, by the way, a recurring theme. Many of the people here, when asked why do you like to dance, say because I like to move. I have fun in the movement, which makes sense because otherwise you would be sitting around and reading and not dancing. Yeah, he also likes music very much, and love of music and love of moving yourself and controlling your body translates into good dancing. So please, round of applause for Donnie.
It was pretty expressive. That was cool. Like you used the whole space and did some really good isolated moves. And your jumps was pretty powerful. That was cool. Thanks.
Well, yes, at the beginning you did some really nice popping and contraction moves. You were accurate and they were really sharp. Those were really some nice moves. And you switched afterwards to your foot moves and dancing around. As Matt said, you used the space pretty good. And as well, try to get a bit more tactical, some more pointed moves. And do a bit of a choreography, and it will turn out pretty good then.
Yes, thank you, Donny. Moving swiftly on. Please, one round of applause for Donny. Then let's welcome Ulysses. Ulysses claims that she can't dance. We're going to find out if that's true or not. She's been doing rock and roll dancing with her partner for a while, for the last 2 years actually. But since she's solo, she won't be able to do rock and roll, so we're going to say something totally different from her. But please, Ulysses.
Shaka hooka 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 shaka hooka 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 shaka hooka 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 shaka hooka hooka. I can't stop this feeling. Shaka hooka hooka deep inside of me. Shaka hooka hooka. Girl, you just don't realize what you're doing. Shaka hooka 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 shaka hooka. When you hold me in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright. Hooked on a feeling, I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. Lips as sweet as candy, its taste is on my mind. Girl, you got me thirsty for another cup of wine. Got a bug from you, girl, but I don't need no cure. I just stay up thinking if I can't show all the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on.
All right, Ulysses, thank you very much. I would call this a very comfortable performance. It was really, well, wholesome and comfortable, like sitting down with a warm blanket in front of the fire. It was heartwarming in that way. Thank you very much for this.
Well, yes, Ulysses, you have a good feeling for the music. And no, she really does. And yeah, you used your arms pretty good, but try to be a bit more expressive. You try to use the space and the whole floor. So, and try to use your arms as much as possible. Stretch your legs. You were really close to your body. Yeah, exactly like that. Do that and you will do a way better job.
All right, our next performer is a fox called Furbury, and he's a dance beginner as well, and he was actually forced to take part in this contest. I have no idea who did that to him or how he was forced. I would really like to know, because forcing foxes to do stuff is always good. He's going to do some swing, which I know, and it's going to be great. You all know the song, you all love it, I know that. He likes to move in his suit, and he's pretty good at that, I think. So please give it up for Favory.
That good sound is ringing. They don't know what they're missing. Yeah, it's your time to lay low. You need a belief, so it's time to get the makeup. Hey, got a pussy steady. Put down you could do it. It's hot, but it's get messy. Do it, shit, you know. I have no right to say no. Tonight it's a place to go. Baby, can you move it on? Turn up switch, yeah, yeah, you can do it all. Yeah, that's the fucking whole town. Downtown, body, got me to the spot. Let's just move it still. Hey, can you move it on? Cause you know I'm coming to the fast. See, that's me, ain't no cage. Turn up on the breeze when I come on the
Oh, Fox, that was a pretty cool show. I liked how you started with the hoverboard and how you ended with it, and like the fire on your back, it was with a lot of power. And some kinds remind me at the bar from this clip, like a bit of drunken style you had in the movements. It was interesting. So thanks.
Favory, yes. First time I've seen a hoverboard on the dance floor. Congrats for that. That's a novelty and it's excellent. I think it worked really, really well. You were really getting into the music there. It's really hard not to get into it. I think at one point you became a little bit over-enthusiastic. I almost saw you slip and fall. But excellent performance, was very enjoyable to watch. Thank you very much. All right, we have our final contestant for today, and this is Nyota. And Nyota is a big cat, not necessarily a big cat, but she's a big cat. She doesn't really know which one, probably some kind of mix. You know how cats are. Anyway, she's on the stage for the first time in her life, and simply wants to give it a try. And I think that alone, that kind of courage deserves an extra round of applause for Nyota.
Away, that's it. When you say you love me, that
Well, 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 you got them howling. That's great. I love the way you moved to the music. That was, to my eyes, really precise. And the slow style of music, the precise controlled way you move, that really worked well together. And the explosiveness at the change of pace in the music, that came out really nice. Thank you very much.
Speaking of bars, that reminds me like one of the cats dancing on the pole dance, like on that thing at the bars. And yeah, as he said, it was super precisely to the music and really good isolated moves on all parts of your body. Yeah, it was pretty entertaining. Thanks.
Well, those were all combatants, so we will have a little break, about 5 minutes, so all your smokers out there, you're able to get your cigarette if you need one, and we will have some music and do the rating and start again in 5 minutes. All right, so first of all, not regarding the ranking that we're going to give you, you all did a really amazing job, especially for those of you who were on stage the first time. It takes a lot of courage to go there, and yeah, I think you deserve some applause for that. So, and without further words, we'll start with third place. And the third place goes to Jack.
And the second place goes to the big small cat Newta.
The first ranked in this competition is the Crazy Mix. Bingo! Congratulations! And thank you all for performing for us tonight. I greatly enjoyed your show, and I think everyone else did so as well. So you gave us a nice evening. Thank you again.